What's up? What's up, everybody?
Hey,
you up in this piece? You know what this is. It's that time.
It is that time.
You ready to see what's happening? Okay. Everybody up in here, we see what's going on. What's going on? Show some signs of life. I see there's a bunch of people in here. Throw a like down if you would.
Just
throw a share down if you would. That's all we need. Yeah, one per person.
One per person.
Jump up in here, throw a comment down, do something. Just show us that you alive up in this piece, man. For real, for real. One up your brother, one up your sister, real quick.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one today. Yo.
People pour in here.
Yeah, don't be alright. I'm your homeboy, host, Smooth, better known as Slave to the Mob. Shout to everybody who came through. I'm a slave to the mob, man. And shout to all my mobsters for coming through today.
What up, what up?
Shout to all my mobsters out there doing what it do.
It's good seeing
Getting it in. We appreciate y'all for jumping on in the way it do. Layla Greb is up in this piece today,
hey,
man.
People.
We know that some of y'all folks appreciate the homegirl Layla Gray out this piece. You already know.
Back.
Right. She's back. And she's very happy about it.
I am. I'm very enthusiastic, and I'm very enthusiastic to talk about what we got.
Yo, we see a couple cats up in here. Jay Astro up in his piece. Joe Green Films up in his piece. The Locks, we see ya. We see you. We see ya.
Hey.
And what's up to everybody? Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Drop that like. Drop that share, too. Don't forget to share. Sharing is very important. I would absolutely encourage you guys to seriously share this joint. It's a big deal when you share. Believe me when I tell you, sharing is caring. Do that. For real, for real. Share, share, and share. Share that joint like it's an infection. Share this piece.
Ew, like really? like an infection? That sounds disgusting.
Layla is looking super delicious. That's what Joe Green Film says.
Hey, stop making me blush because I'm still light enough to do so.
Me personally, I only eat things that are delicious. I don't know about you yourself, Joe Green Films, but anything that I find delicious, I usually eat.
This is a setup.
Carry on.
This is a
I don't know. I don't know. So you might have some fans out here, man. Somebody trying to get you.
Yeah.
Hey, GC up in the building. What's up, everybody? We getting it in. Oh, right away. Please don't be bashful about the votes. The votes, man. Check it out. We have a Challenger out this. Actually, no. I'm sorry. This is the Charger. The original Charger. The original Charger was a coupe. It was not a sedan. They did that nonsense in the late 2000s, whatever. It was never a sedan. They made the Charger a sedan. This is the actual legitimate Charger right here versus the Civic Type R. This should be a pretty good matchup. I want to see what y'all gonna pick. Civic Type R in championship white, or this. What kind of blue is that? It's like a metallic blue?
It's nice, a nice
I don't know. Yeah, metallic blue.
Not for nothing. Okay, so Team Layla
Dodge
Gray.
Challenge.
Team Layla Gray, we
Charger.
are going for
Muscle car.
I mean, the muscle car is everything. But you know what? I'm going for the Honda. I am going for the Honda.
Honda gang. We're going for the Honda gang.
Because, first of all, they last forever. Forever. You get a Honda, you're going to have that thing forever. I currently have a Honda, and it's lasted me forever.
That's true. We can't fraud on that. We getting some votes. Wait, that's one for the Charger. Two for the Charger.
Don't get me wrong, the Charger's beautiful.
3 for the Charger.
The Charger's beautiful, but I'm going for the Honda, y'all. Come on.
No, you try to vote twice. I'm peeping you. But we do have 3, 2. Damn. Everybody likes the Charger, man. It looks like the Charger might got this one. Unless somebody, we're gonna try again once the cats come in a little later. We're gonna do what it do. We're gonna have the cats come in later, and we're gonna really dig in and see what's happening with the Charger versus Civic Type R. But I do appreciate that people are a lot more enthusiastic to get 4 votes immediately off the rip. Is a lot better than we've been. We get the comments, yeah, but nobody don't be caring about these cars. But I think people are a little bit more passionate about this one. Another Charger vote, man. I might as well throw that bad boy off right now. I'm upset because I am out of the gang, but I'm not mad at it because this was the original Charger, 5-speed or maybe even 4-speed. Either way, it was a manual.
Wait.
That's what I give it respect for.
Wait.
Manual, baby.
don't you think this looks better than the new thing? Am I the only one that thinks
I would rather drive that.
Getting uglier and uglier?
I would rather drive that.
You realize that new cars are getting uglier and uglier?
It depends on which one you're talking about. Like, there are some sexy cars coming out.
There are some sexy cars coming out, but the old school cars, like, you look at a freaking Charger now, the thing look dumb.
Hondas have amazing engines, but their cars are hideous. I'm going to tell you what. Look up the 2023 Honda Civic Type R. It's revised. It doesn't look like this nonsense. They went way overboard with the flare and the they said all this stuff is functional, and according to the wind tunnel, those wings, those rear diffusers, that, you know, all those radical parts on there, they are functional. And this in this class is destroying everyone.
I'm going for
in this class. In front wheel drive, there is no more of a powerful and practical machine you can buy if you're into front wheel drive and gas sipping cars. Now the child, you know, this is the I can't get it right because it's a coupe, so I keep thinking Challenger, but it's actually the Charger. You know what I'm saying? Because the modern day cars have kind of threw me off a little bit, but that's okay. We don't even care. We don't even care. But what I will say is that boom, I would go for. I don't know. I'm not even gonna vote, man. I don't want to throw in any bias into it.
You can't vote. First of all, I'm only allowed to vote because I'm here only every other week.
She's not actually allowed to vote. Once you came here twice, you're not a guest anymore.
Go back to your initial episodes when we decided on the fact that I can vote because I'm only here every other week. If you don't hit no button on me, Smooth.
What are you talking about?
A lot of tech tests determined that was a lie.
All right, no problem. I'm going to find the episode. I'm going to find the episode, people, and I'm going to show this man when he told me that I could vote. And my vote still counts. I'm going Team Honda over here. And I'm not going to lie. The Charger is beautiful. And any other day, I'll go with the Charger, but I'm going off of the reliability of that Honda. And I don't think anyone's going to vote the Portal Honda in, so...
We never know. We're going to have a whole other crowd in here in a minute. You know, after we get going for like a good hour, that's when it start getting to do what it do. Yeah, we're going to be moving and shaking. Are y'all ready for the first run of the video? But first things first, we're not getting away without doing an intro, bro. You're going to get this goddamn intro. Thumbs up if you like the intro, for real, for real. If you don't, say it's garbage, man, for real, for real. I'm open to criticism. I don't like criticism, but I'm open to it, you know? It's the only way you get better. If y'all mess with that intro, throw a thumbs up in this piece. Say you like the intro. If you don't, say, then, you know, I'll go harder. So anyways, we're going to run this video. For those of you who don't understand what's going on with this yet.
This popcorn is light.
This is actually Twix popcorn. You probably never heard of it. It's Twix popcorn. I've been coming up with some really wild flavors. And don't think that I eat like a savage like this every day. First off, I only drink on Wednesdays. And I only eat nonsense like sweets and stuff like this on Wednesdays. This is technically my cheat day. No other day of the week do I eat any cakes or pastries or beer or I don't even drink. Wednesdays, yeah. So I may appear to be a raging alcoholic, but I'm only a raging alcoholic on Wednesdays. Just so you know, guys. But anyway. This whole Pete Davidson thing and Kim K thing, which doesn't seem interesting at face value, actually is a very good Bible verse for my sermon today. So we're going to rock it out. Right? So first things first. Pete Davidson has been diagnosed with BPD. And I know you guys heard about, you know, the BDE, pause, from... Pete Davidson, right? Which we're going to get into that in a second. But what we're talking about today is not the BDE. We are talking about the BPD, which is...
borderline personality disorder.
Yes. Now, what do you know about borderline personality disorder, from what you understand?
Batman also has it, people.
So, all right.
All right.
Yeah, because Pete Davidson is no Batman.
Listen,
Jay Astro says he has BPD. Well, why don't you put in the comments what you know about it, bro? Some of the symptoms and everything else. Which I knew that already, but I would never put that out there about someone else. He said it, so cool. Go ahead and do it, bro.
A lot of people, when it comes down to BPD, borderline personality disorder, a lot of people know it as when somebody seems to be like two completely different people at the same time, like they have multiple personalities, etc. But a lot of people don't also realize some of the symptoms do come with things such as depression. I guess they feel like because these people, you know, it's known for the actual split in the personality. They don't realize it comes with other actual mental health symptoms, depression.
So what I wanted to add to that is for some people it may sound like, well, doesn't that sound like bipolar?
Go ahead.
However, there is a strong difference that most psychologists, right, recognize. One of the main differences is that bipolar is driven by mania, right? So they go into binges where they may dwell in one state for a very long time. Now, if you're talking about a person who has borderline personality disorder, they can be angry, too sad, too
happy,
cheerful in the same hour.
Within the hour.
All together. So that's one of the major differences. They can be all over the place, right? Go ahead.
They also have another thing like that I guess a lot of people don't realize. They also have a distorted self-image sometimes.
Absolutely.
Depending on how severe the BPD is.
Absolutely.
The way they look at themselves. Basically, the way they look at themselves is not the way you see them. They have a different way of looking at themselves, a different way of perceiving themselves, which I feel could do something to, especially a man, their ego.
Yeah. So
and how they perceive themselves worthy when it comes down to females.
Yeah, that's like that. Yes. Now you didn't know that Pete Davidson had BPD, did you?
No.
Yeah, but it would kind of make sense what's happening here, right?
It makes perfect
sense, right? Great. So when we get into it and we go into the whole story, you're going to see why this BPD how it can affect a relationship. Because what we like to do on this side of YouTube is mental health, relationships, and how they correlate. Just this one particular situation, they say between 1% and 3% deal with this. So there could be potentially 9-10 million people dealing with this in the United States.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's not like you're wearing it on your forehead. It's not like everyone's going to articulate it. Pete Davidson himself has articulated that he's been diagnosed with BPD. I would never put that on a person, not even a celebrity, and just say that they have it if they haven't said it themselves or a physician hasn't said it themselves. In this particular case, he has said it himself. He actually brings awareness to it, and he never denies it. So, you know, he brought it to our attention that he has it. Yeah. Mental health matters. Definitely a correlation with relationships. Absolutely. Definitely. And I'm going to break it on down. It's coming. Don't worry. We're going to break it on down. We're going to break it on down. How a lot of people are dealing with mental health issues that we don't know about because you don't wear it on your forehead. There's different things that happen to people in their lives. BPD in particular is just like many other mental illnesses driven by DNA slightly, right? Mm-hmm. That is part of it. Secondly, trauma. Trauma actually creates most of our issues we have with mental issues.
Definitely.
Trauma can absolutely destroy
your mental health.
Yes.
Completely.
Trauma. So
especially untreated, unaddressed trauma. It kind of just festers and grows like a fungi.
She kind of is really going ham with us. We had the same amount.
My favorite candy.
We had the same amount. God. We had the same amount.
First of all, one of my favorite candies is Civic, and this kind of melts in your mouth. No pun intended.
Pause.
It literally melts in your mouth, and I love it. Like the chocolate and the popcorn. It's like a... What? Come on. Smooth, stop playing.
I'm not playing. I'm going to get into some of these comments. All right, here we go. Jay Astro. From my POV, it consists of a feeling of worthlessness. Lots of... Oh, damn it. Keep coming. So, all right. Lots of... What the fuck? Excuse me?
That was good.
Oh, lots of insecurities. And an irrational, impulsive tendency. Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
He further said, okay, I was told my childhood trauma triggered all these symptoms. of BPD. So facts. Oh, you know we come with the facts, bro. Shout out to the homeboy for recognizing, but you know what we do on this side. One thing we don't do is just get up here and start flapping our gums. That's not how it goes down. That is not how it goes down. We do not just get up here and just flap our gums. You know, we dig in, we do the research, and I care about it so much. I would listen. There's people who watch this. Thousands of people watch this every week, as it is right now, and you know, because y'all guys are doing such a great job of sharing, liking, and subscribing, right? That it eventually is going to be millions of people, and I'm going to thank you in advance for it. I tell you 100%. What. Thank you in advance. Hit that. See that? Bang. Like it. Share it. Subscribe it. All that. Hit the notification bell if you haven't already. You know what it is. But there will be potentially millions of people watching it. So the big idea with that is we have to do our job. We have to do our due diligence. We just can't come up here and start flapping our gums. We will dig in.
Yeah, we're not trying to stigmatize or in any type of way, shape, or form pick on or pick fun at something such as mental health. It's very serious. It's a very major issue that we're having and facing in the world. There's a lot more that we need to do, and awareness is just the beginning of overall, I think, change. What do you think?
Oh, we're going to have fun with it.
Yes.
We're going to have fun with it. Listen, we're going to have fun with it. We take it seriously, and you're absolutely going to get a good message out of it. Absolutely. But we are going to have fun with it. Listen, let me tell you something about something. Listen, bro. We have fun out here. We have fun out here. We're going to do what it do.
Another one.
They're not going to stop us.
Another one.
They're not going to stop us. I know I want to get into this video. I'm going to get through these few comments right here, and then we're going to jump into the video, and I'm going to have some more questions. Well, some questions from y'all guys. Nobody asked any questions yet, but I'm waiting for them. So, here's what we got. Relationship Talk with G's podcast is on this piece.
What up? Hey.
Friend to the show. By the way, hit the homeboy name. A lot of times we collaborate, so he's good people. Hit his name, and then you can subscribe if you already haven't. Hit the channel up, see what he do. All right, let's check him out, though. What'd he say? Past the future, Hendrix in the building, reporting live to repost the huge win for the City Boys. Kanye will be proud. Okay, 10,000 points. Okay. Oh. All right, Fadeaway56 is up in this piece. We appreciate you. Jasper says, before getting treatment for my BPD, I was drinking and doing drugs, smoking hella weed to cope. It's very important. And a lot of these people deal with these things, right?
That's true.
And that's why we run into these issues. I'm going to go ahead and get into this video, but there's some more that I must go over because I really want to connect the two, and it's going to take a little bit of time, so I want you to be patient with me. I'm going to break it on down for you. You're going to leave here with a very good message, but and some game. We're going to give you some game out here, man, because I know he didn't have the game, and I was really going to approach this one way until I found out after digging, that homeboy had BPD. So my approach definitely changed because I absolutely respect the whole mental health issues. Many of us deal with it. Some seen and unseen, right?
I'd say so, yeah.
You said you did what?
I said I'd say so.
Oh, okay.
Like people deal with it seen and unseen. I mean, a lot of times it is unseen because until that person realizes there's an issue, and even sometimes then some, it's not something that's addressed. Oh, yeah. And here's the problem. A lot of people go see psychologists and everything, and they are misdiagnosed sometimes. BPD. Like, I would say the large majority of times people are misdiagnosed. You know how many people go in initially for one thing and then they go through multiple psychologists, psychiatrists, because depending, if you have a good psychologist, good psychiatrist, they'll get you right away. But especially if your first experience is with a psychiatrist, like if you don't know the difference, people, the psychologist is who does the therapy and talks you through the issues. The psychiatrist does similar, but they more so are there to prescribe you the medications to help you with your issue. Get you a little bit of Adderall in your life. A lot of the times, a psychiatrist will just diagnose you with something based off of a rapport that, psychologists, I feel personally, this is my own personal opinion, I feel psychologists go a little deeper with their clients they know the person and they spend some time to give the right diagnosis. Not that they don't mess it up.
See,
but I'm just saying.
I hear you. Relationship podcast. Yo, Jeez just did this. He did the same thing that I did. He just backtracked a little, and I understand because he didn't understand. This. I'm going to read it out. He said, "Oh, okay, BPD. Okay, now I take I'll take that back. Class is now in session. I'm watching. Gotcha.
I can't even.
Yes. All right. I can't read all these goddamn comments. You guys are overwhelming, but keep them coming. That's fine. Knock me out because I'm eventually gonna get back to them.
Yes.
But what I want to do, I got to get into this clip because I want to bring some context into this because there's some game coming here too. Just some game coming here too because even if you were dealing with mental issues, you still can have game. Don't think that somebody's an idiot just because they're dealing with some mental issues. If you apply these principles and you abide by these principles, you can do your thing and you can still be good. So let's get into it. Right here you go.
So this is how it went down with Pete. I did SNL, and then when we kissed in scene, it was just a vibe, and I was like, oh, maybe I just need to try something different. But Pete does not come to my after party. Everyone was at my after party. Does not give me the time of day. So a few days later, I called the producer at SNL and I was like, hey, do you have Pete's number? And they were like, yeah. And I text him. I wasn't even thinking like, oh my God, I'm gonna be in a relationship with him. I was just thinking like, heard about this BDE, need to get out there. Like I need to just like jumpstart I was just basically DTF.
Yes. Ladies, your queen has just spoken. Your role model.
First of all, no, that's not all ladies.
Well, most ladies, because she's the one that's breaking the internet. No one else. No one else has as much fame. No one else can sell as many products. She is the one. It's her. It's her. She's the role model. She is the trailblazer. She is the trendsetter. It is what it is. Kim K.
Trailblazer.
Yes.
Did you just compare her to a vehicle?
No. Just what the actual word means before the car company named itself after the actual word.
I was going to say, because a lot of people did ride her.
Stupid.
Bomb. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Fado's laughing at the fact that I call it your queen. But listen, the numbers don't lie. That's the one y'all pay attention to. That's the one y'all worship. That's the one y'all giving all the likes to. That's the one whose Instagram is most popping. That's the one whose everything is most popping. Anything she touches turns to gold. Right? So here's the problem. I have no sympathy for Kim K. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you why. Because she leads so many women, and she could be so much more responsible with it. And I understand that your entire claim to fame was I don't even want to say it. A movie, an adult film. Right? X-tape. Right? X-tape is what it was. And with Brandy's brother, man. And it wasn't any good. It was complete trash in every aspect possible. Do you concur?
I concur.
Awesome. So complete trash. Somehow, it's the most popular
really dry.
Selling. What was dry? Without being
the adult film.
Oh, okay. I thought you were being specific about something. So the adult film in itself was dry. Is what you mean?
Yeah, specifics, parts of that film.
Parts of the film? You mean some things that she did was dry?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you can specify as long as, you can keep it clean without keeping it clean. You know what I mean?
I feel like y'all know what I'm talking about.
All right, so
it's a shame. This thing been out forever, but
it's been out forever.
As always says, before we pop in here, we're not just talking nonsense. And I'll be the first to say I don't follow celebrities heavily.
So you did some research. You went and looked up the tape.
But I did some research.
You went and looked up the tape, right?
And I watched the tape.
That wasn't even part of the assignment.
It wasn't part of the assignment, but it happened. But it happened.
She took the initiative, right? That was elective. It was not part of the assignment.
I needed to know everything that was going on.
It was absolutely not part of the assignment. But carry on.
I had to know everything about this lady, okay?
Okay.
Including...
I'm sure you learned a lot from that particular part.
That it was dry.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things to pick apart from that particular video, right? That particular video, if you listen to what she said, right, and this is the teaching lesson. Now, this is not how you treat a woman of value, right? And a woman of value is not a billionaire to me, right? Because she would be a woman of value if you went by, social status or economic status. She would be a high value woman. Jay Snow, what's up? She looked whack in the sack. Just say it. You're right. She looked whack in the sack. Okay, bro. You got it.
All right.
You got it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what
that was eloquent.
About.
That was eloquent. Almost profound.
Profound.
Almost. But yeah, that's the main issue that I have with her. You know what I mean? It's actually, there's plenty of issues that I have with her. You know, not just the claim to fame and everything else going on with that. I don't appreciate that. I could never appreciate that. But 304 is a different man. She's not of high value in my opinion. And that's not because, like I said, she has maximum social status, maximum economic status. But what you have to understand is that men really don't care about your money, to be honest, because we don't generally have access to your money. And most of us who are men that are about anything generate our own funds and would not ever depend on a woman for money. That's just not
logical.
How men do. Logical to not depend on money, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
For a man.
Yes, for a man. It's just, yes. So her money means nothing to me. Her social status means nothing to me. But if you were an opportunist, bottom feeder.
Wait, hold up. Pause.
Okay.
Pause. Kind of off topic, but on topic. Smooth. So if you were in a different situation, because obviously you're in a situation, and Kim K was on some type of whatever, because you're like, she is not a woman of value to me, you would not pursue Kim K? You wouldn't smash Kim K?
I don't pursue women.
Well, no. In this situation, Kim K pursued him. That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't smash? Like, so if she was like, yeah, I just want to.
Well, let me tell you something. See, there's a no, and I'm going to tell you why. Me personally, I've never been the dude that wanted the chick that everybody had already. That's just how I feel about it. I like exclusivity. And she had her goodies for everyone to see. You know what I mean? And that's why I can't give Kanye a pass on that one either. But he dealt with his own issues. I haven't ever seen, that's why I'm not going to label it as such, but I know he absolutely has issues. I don't care if you want to label it mental or not. He absolutely has issues. He's been diagnosed?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, but he didn't accept it himself. He's been diagnosed by some psychologist, psychiatrist, whatever.
He has been diagnosed.
With what?
He's bipolar.
Okay.
He wrote a whole album based off of the fact that he was bipolar.
Okay.
His song that
you the one that don't follow celebrities. I don't know how you know most
Okay, I know a lot about Kanye because I'm a Kanye fan. Chill. I'm a Kanye fan. But like I know that because his album that he made, which had that song I Thought About Killing You Today, that apparently he wrote about Kim K.
You're right. Jason McLennan, bipolar. You think you're right? You got that. You're right. He is
bipolar.
So check it.
I think that album literally says being bipolar sucks or something like that.
And that's cool. That's cool. But what I wanted to say about that is that I feel like Kim Kardashian is predatorial from what I look like, what it looks like. She's actually preying on men with weaker minds, unfortunately. So she can manipulate, control, use it. She is a socialite at the end of the day. So the only thing that makes her relevant is what's surrounding her. She doesn't have any actual talent or skill in any form. Not even in the sack.
Not even.
Why are you here, Kim K? What is your talent? There is no talent.
She's a manipulator.
No talent. And if you want to say, okay, she's beautiful, You can say that. But she has. But let's go. Let's go.
There's popcorn.
Let's start from the top to the bottom. Fake hair every day. Fake nose. Fake teeth. Fake lips. Fake breast.
Wait, her teeth are fake?
Fake bottom.
Trevor.
Fake everything.
Smoke.
She's nothing but fake. And I'm going to tell you.
Her teeth
listen,
are fake?
New rule, people, if you haven't heard me say this already, any woman who has more than 3 fake body parts, we're going to have to start calling her a bionic woman.
But wait. Her teeth
You
are
have
fake?
to be classified as a bionic woman if you have more than 3 fake body parts. We should know. We should know. Your identification should say bionic woman.
How do you know her teeth are fake, though, Smooth?
Come on, bro. Well, I know many people who
in
listen.
The tape, her grill was not like crooked.
Bro, look at her bottom teeth. They don't grow like that.
What do you mean they don't grow like that?
They don't grow like that, bro. They
Yo.
don't grow like that, bro.
Yo.
Stop it. Let me get into a couple more comments. Right, here we go. Good night. Sorry I'm late. Hey, everybody. And this is from
I'm about to
Donna Running. Yeah, you here? Don't worry about it, man. Listen, better late than never. Better late than never. So let's get into it, though. I'm gonna let the comments be on ice for a second. Y'all keep it going. I'm gonna get back to them. But I want to really, really get into this because I feel like she preys on men with weaker minds because she can manipulate them, right? And the main problem with that is it doesn't really work out for the men and they can't see what's going on. If this were a guy with a little bit of game, he would destroy Kim K because if you listen to it, the first thing that she said was she did a little kiss. It was only a scene, but she got strung out over it. I don't know what happened. She was hyped. And Ariana Grande actually said he had BDE, right? Whatever. Y'all know what that is, right? She said he was well endowed. Pause. That's what she said.
That is what she said.
He has a whole stand-up comedy and says that he's not. He said he said that Ariana Grande did it on purpose because now every woman he ever dates will be disappointed. But he's a comedian, so you don't know how to take that.
And also,
either way, there's rumors.
We also have to take in consideration Ariana Grande is a very little woman.
And that's what he said. He said her hands are small. Everything's big to you.
He did not.
Yo, this audio, I promise you.
He did not
this audio,
say
I should have brought that up.
nonsense.
Yes, no, he did say that. I promise you. That's exactly what he said, verbatim. Anyways, the first thing that she said, she heard he had BDE. You already know. Cuban J, what up? See you in the building. Also the homeboy, MHA, what it do? All right, what'd he say? The fact is that he got her and her kid's name branded on him. Yes, but that's another symptom of I almost said the wrong one.
Oh my God.
The borderline personality disorder. They get random tattoos all the time. They change things a lot. Very impulsive. They change their hair color. This is part of the identity issues. You saw him. Men generally don't change their hair color. If a man changes his hair color, there's probably something wrong, unless he's using that the Beijing or something like that. If you're trying to get the grays out and you old head, I can understand why you might want to do that to try to, keep your youth, but you're trying to get back to your original color. You're not trying to go blonde or purple or Cisco platinum or none of that. You know what I'm saying? This is not what men do, generally. This is not what we do. We don't do that on this side. But that's what he does. Okay, cool. But like I said, it's because of some of the issues that he's dealing with.
I wasn't feeling the platinum.
Yeah, that was off. So check this out. She said he had BDE. She actually did what if a man does. I just want you to answer this. She said she called up the producers to get his number. Hey, do you have Pete Davidson's number? Now check this out. What do you think would have happened if he would have called asking for her number? First off, they would have said hell no. And he would have been a super creepy, right? Creep vibes, right? Creep vibes, weirdo, stalker vibes, right? This is correct, right? If Pete Davidson would have tried to do that to Kim K, the dude would have snitched on him first off, got right to the tabloids, like you said, and he would have been stalker vibes, creep, blah, blah, blah. Because that's creepy, Kim K. You calling up the producers to get his number, that's creepy. That's creepy. For real, that's creepy.
But that's also
and perverted.
But that says a lot about how crazy her ego is. She had that confidence, like, you know what? I am Kim K, and yes. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get his. He want to act like he don't know me. Well, he gonna know me now, and that's how she felt.
Absolutely. And the phone lines are gonna be up in a minute, guys. So just understand it. So check that out. So you just gotta understand. There's some serious misconceptions here. that women are not perverts, that women are not visual creatures as well. But I want somebody to tell me the first app that will ever show, instead of your face, your occupation or personality type. I want you to show me one successful app or one app in existence that does that shit. So all that, what? You got one?
Yeah, it's a dating app.
What is it? That doesn't show you faces?
No, you literally don't know. It's like completely anonymous. You only know the person's bio.
And and you don't even know the name of it. So that right there just lets you know how well it's doing.
No, I gotta look. You can't take my opinion because I told you I don't follow media and stuff like that. But honestly, I did check out this dating app because I thought that the concept was dope. We got some comments. I see some new users out here. Appreciate you. Anybody just jumping in who might have been witnessing this for the first time, please do subscribe. Please do like, hit that notification bell, and share this if you are compelled to. And even if you're not, go ahead and do that, man. Go ahead and share this, man. But I'm going to read off a comment or two. Why not? We should read off a comment or two, should we? Yes. All right. So we got, this is a new one for me. You got Monique, Debbie. Hey, girl.
I'm late. But Ye was super conscious at one point in his life. This is correct.
He was.
I want to know what happened. Dude was talking about his Delta and in less than 5 years. Well, I'm going to tell you what happened to Kanye West, man. His mama died.
His mom. Yeah.
That right there, I can tell you from personal experience, can make or break you.
And he didn't get a chance to really grieve because where he was at his career at that time he was like popping.
That can really devastate you, and it can change you for life, especially when it happens abruptly and you don't think it's fair. And you know, it's something that never really goes. Pardon me. It never really goes away.
I had a thing for Kim K for the longest, though.
Everybody did because they saw the video. Men, I mean, I don't know. Some men just like that type of thing. You know what I mean? And that's why they end up in the situations that they end up in by picking the wrong women all the time.
You feel like the fact that it's celebrity men, like it's like, oh, you know what I mean?
No. It's the type of men who normally can't get beautiful women. And they feel like there's a thing with the whole status and all of that nonsense. But I don't want to get derailed. Let me get back on it.
Okay.
So the dude, she was checking for the BDE, right? That's already a red flag. That lets you know right away. If you don't understand just yet how deep that is, what that really spells, right there. 304. You already know. There's no question about it. And if a dude did it, he would be all kinds of pervs and sicko and all of that nonsense. Right? So check it out. You heard what she said. She said she was DTF. She just wanted to get her rocks off. That's all she wanted to do.
She said she wanted to jumpstart it. She said she wanted to jumpstart it.
What does jumpstart mean?
She wanted to jumpstart her thing.
What does that mean? What does that mean when you jumpstart?
Her jumpstarting her thingy thing. I guess she felt like it wasn't running for a while, so therefore she needed someone to like.
Okay, and that's what she doing, and I feel you, and that's what happened there. So she wanted to jump. She wanted to jumpstart it
in a skit.
It wasn't even that deep. She was hot and bothered. She probably wasn't smashing for quite a while.
She was like,
she was deprived, sexually deprived.
Well, that's basically what she was saying.
He was a rebound. He was a rebound again because I'm going to tell you, he was a rebound for Ariana Grande when Mac Miller broke up with Ariana Grande. So he's a perpetual rebound.
Poor thing.
Unfortunate. And now after learning what I've learned, I feel like these women are taking advantage of him because Ariana Grande is a savage as well. If you didn't know, Ariana Grande is a savage. Yeah. What she does to men, she's a savage too. So these women, some of these women ain't playing games with you. It's not like before. These modern women are different, man. They're not playing with you, bro. So if you ain't got it together, they're not playing with you. They're not playing with you. If you don't got the game right, you're gonna be messed up. And I'm gonna tell you, the first thing that really got me. If you listen to the very beginning of the clip, she said she hit him up. The reason why she hit him up because he ignored her. She said she wanted him to go to the party because everybody went to the after party. He didn't go. She thought he was definitely going to show up because they had this little kiss and blah, blah, blah. He didn't think nothing of it. He didn't think nothing of it because he felt like she was out of his league and he didn't want to press her up and make her uncomfortable, make her not want to talk to him again. That's what I really think. And nobody's really going to tell me I'm wrong.
Maybe that was not the personality he was with. Maybe he wanted to be an introvert.
Well, guess what? Before she broke up with him, you know what he did?
What?
He proposed to her. So what we talking about, man? So we can't. If he tried to propose, so we can't. Personality thing is out the window.
No. It's not out the window because you even said it in the beginning when you're like they tend to make impulsive decisions.
Yeah.
Okay, and proposing is quite impulsive.
Yeah, he proposed to Ariana Grande as well.
Again,
within weeks of getting together with her.
But again, we can say that this goes back to the whole thing with his BDP. BPD.
Oh yes, I mean, we dig it. We understand that this is why this is happening. But at the same time,
I feel bad for him.
It's still a teaching moment because I want men to understand when you're dealing with a woman like this, right? That you have to be on guard because he could have came off really well. This is how he could have came off. If homeboy would have continued to ignore her, hit her up once in a while, he could have been the D supplier. Legitimate. He could have been a D supplier. And then tell a friend. She would have told somebody else or whatever. And he would have been that dude. Because at the end of the day, as horrible as he did, he still was able to smash probably the hottest combination in the entertainment industry. Who else could say they mess with somebody of Ariana Grande's caliber and Kim K? Nobody. Right? So for bragging rights, he got that. He got that all the way. He got that off. Mm-hmm. But you just got to understand sometimes you run into a girl like Kim K. You got to just, and I never encourage men to pump and dump because this is just ludicrous. I think it's a horrible concept, that whole pump and dump thing. I don't agree with it. But if you run into a 304 like Kim K, man, and you just must see what it's like, yeah, you're going to have to pump and dump because staying with her will be detrimental to your health and your life.
And your life.
Understand that. There's plenty of comments jumping in. Let me go ahead and read some of these because it's crazy. All right. J.I. Show. You got to have BDE if you feel worthless. It gives you a sense of self-worth. Oh, I got a BD, so maybe I'll be worth something sexually. Okay. Relationship Talk with G's podcast says, dating is like a mirror. Date the mirror and blame the reflection. What is that word?
You picked each other, it was just together. Oh, okay. You picked each other. Hurt people prey upon hurt people. Kim and Kanye has different trauma with the same narrative. Outcome them. Okay.
All right. Monique Debbie says he's making slave clothing. That's Kanye. Yes, he is. That new stuff he's got, it is horrible. I can't even lie.
Is it? I haven't even seen it.
Horrible. I wouldn't buy any of that.
Yet again, I'm Googling people.
Horrible. Just look up Kanye West 2023 collection. It's disgusting. And it's not. I don't think it's slave clothing. It's just different. I mean, it looked like something that slaves maybe would have worn, but not just slaves, and not just slaves from here, but just anyway. Just like I don't even know how to describe it. It looked like something that you had and you gave to your dog. He played with it for about 2 weeks, did everything to it that a dog does, and then gave it back to you and put it on the shelf. That's what it looks like to me.
It does definitely look like you had to.
No, the shoe is that one. You were going down.
I was looking at this. That's what I was saying. I saw that when I'm going through all of them. It does look a certain type of way.
All right, so here we go.
Yo, why are the shoes like this?
Meet. She's a road runner.
Wait.
All right. Velma Brunny says, white Instagram model Courtney Clothing has been charged for murder of her black BF. Ooh, that's wild. Ooh. Okay. The purpose when they are afraid to lose it. Okay, I got you. Toxicity. GC says Nick Cannon. Kim K on his list too before Ray.
Oh my God.
Wow. That is crazy. He said no D supplier is done. I have nothing to do tonight. I'm just watch this show tonight. I got you. So that's the main problem. If homeboy would have just stayed on his square, ignored her a little bit, he would have been good. Because she had a very high level of attraction to him when he wasn't paying her attention.
Yeah.
When you're busy. When you're doing your thing. Now
the ego thing.
Now she figured
And that's how people just work.
He did too much. As soon as
and
she could deal with it.
Men and women. That's just how people work. People always want what they can't have. It is human nature. People want what they cannot have.
And you have to understand.
If it seems unobtainable, people want it more. You're going to make me fat with this popcorn.
All right, we getting no more. Stop
Yo, you seen how I just ate the first 2 cups?
I got you.
Yo, I'm going to be in here bloated and fat.
Yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is.
I'm going to be coming in here looking like that Instagram filter where it keep feeding you cookies. And
So, if you were... What do you think is behind this whole Kim K thing? What do you think is her end game? What is it that she's trying to do from a woman's perspective? What do you think?
In general?
Yeah, in general. What's her end game? Like what's the whole purpose of the way that she behaves?
I think she's bored.
The men are boring?
I think she's bored.
She's bored of what?
In general, bored.
Oh, she's just doing it just for kicks? I'm going to tell you.
What is she going to do? She's not going on tour because she can't sing. She's not like, she's just in Hollywood like this. Hey, I'm Kim K. I gotta stay relevant.
That's not really a skill.
By that video, by her just saying, "Oh yeah, I kissed him, and I heard he had BDE and whatever, and I just wanted to jumpstart my twat." She got back in the spotlight. Anytime we're sitting here stop thinking about Kim K, she does some shenanigans. It's Kim K. But I do agree when you said that she's predatory. I was definitely thinking about that. I was like, yo, she always goes after people. And I think that's most of the Kardashians in general. They go after these people that have trauma, that have drug issues, that have mental health issues. And they just go after them and feed upon them like it's crazy, like cicadas or something.
You want to call them cicadas. So...
Because they are like cicadas.
Yeah. I'm gonna run that clip one more time because I realized there were a lot of people who just jumped in and didn't get to see what was going on here. So we're gonna go ahead and run a clip. And I'm gonna open the phone lines right after that. So we're gonna run a clip one more time, then we're gonna open the phone lines. There you go.
So this is how it went down with Pete. I did SNL, and then when we kissed in scene, it was just a vibe, and I was like, oh, maybe I just need to try something different. But Pete does not come to my after party. Everyone was at my after party. Does not give me the time of day. So a few days later, I called the producer at SNL, and I was like, hey, do you have Pete's number? And they were like, yeah. And I text him. I wasn't even thinking like, oh my God, I'm gonna be in a relationship with him. I was just thinking like, heard about this BDE, need to get out there. Like, I need to just, like, jumpstart I was just basically DTF.
Yeah, baby. Right. What can you say?
She belongs to the streets.
It is what it is. This is a fact. She absolutely 120% belongs to the streets. And this is why I say, man, you got to stay away from situations like this, unless you're gonna, use it for what it's worth. But don't get your heart involved. Go ahead.
I have a point to make because I have to play devil's advocate because I have to play devil's advocate. Outside the fact that I think that
The power of Christ
yes.
tells you.
Go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, I think they're cicadas. I think they just like take people and eat their insides and then discard them. But also, let's really look at the trauma of Kim K. Like, a lot of us talk crap about her because, well, yeah, she's kind of useless. But let's look at her mother. I think, like, realistically, they didn't have a choice if they wanted this lifestyle or not. And I'm pretty certain Kim K's trauma is really very much there. And we could say she's preying on people that are weaker, mentally, as like some weird ego boost because she's predatory. Or maybe it's just as simple as us as how normal people like us, we tend to be attracted to what we know. And what she knows, she probably has her own mental health issues. She might have her own bipolar, borderline personality. If you look at the type of mental health issues that she deals with and her partners, they're very similar in nature. Not exact, but they're very similar in nature. And I'm saying maybe, just maybe, Kim K has that in common. And I don't think maybe she didn't ask for this lifestyle. Now she's so far in it, it's like she's a robot to the system, so she's just doing what the heck she do.
Yeah. Okay. So check this out. So you want to chalk it up to the hurt people thing, and I dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what you have to understand is that homegirl is doing this extremely calculated. Everything that she's doing right now.
I'm not saying she's not calculated.
Well, guess what?
Well, guess what?
Let me ask you this. This is what I want you to tell me right now, because it almost seems as if you're justifying it, right?
I'm not justifying it at all. I can't stand Kim K or any of the Kardashians. I never liked them. Like when I was growing up and my mom was following the Kardashians, I could care less. I don't even know what we were following them for. I'm like, why are we following them? Why? But no, I don't care. I was just playing devil's advocate. Because in my head, I think,
The power of Christ
she probably has some issues, dude. Like, she probably do. Like, I can't see her not having issues, man.
All right, so Dig.
I think they just hide
She
it.
probably has issues, but it doesn't justify it by any means, because let's just say
I feel
that
like
a dude...
she doesn't go after men that are mentally strong. She might not feel like she's worthy. She can't stand that rejection. She has to go after people that won't reject her, because she's Kim K, that won't just pump and dump her like Ray J did.
Yeah, she did get pump and dumped by Ray J. However, she wasn't who she is right now. She was not a billionaire. It's questionable whether she was even a millionaire. I know her parents were, but we don't know if he was. I mean, she was herself. She wasn't that popular. I didn't know who she was. That was her whole claim to fame. She didn't exist until that happened.
But I'm saying, no, she didn't exist until that happened. But that's probably why we constantly are seeing about her relationships and these men that...
So you think Ray J is the cause of her trauma?
No, I think her mom's the cause of her trauma. I'm about to pull some cards on that. Continue.
Ooh, baby. I'm going to open up the phone lines. It's that time. I want to see what your thoughts are, audience. I see lots of comments coming in, and that's what's up.
All right, so I'm using...
Keep them coming. But if you are compelled, call in.
If the power of Christ compels you, call us.
And secondly, before we drop that real quick, look, you got the Civic Type R and the Charger, which is kicking ass right now.
Not for nothing, people.
But make your choice.
Team Layla, we're going with the Honda because reliability, it's beautiful. Body kits, you could custom everything on a Honda. You could do crazy things with a Honda because it is a Honda. So even though I personally think that Charger is beautiful and it's a manual and it's gorgeous and I love it, I'm going with the simpler part of life. Let's go after the Honda. Give some praise to the Honda.
I'm going to get into a couple of these comments.
You can't ask shit about Kim Kardashian. You saw that? Did you catch that?
I was in trouble.
Oh, y'all saw how my cards just jumped? Can't ask that. Kim K was all like,
and I see the aftermath.
Kim K was like, don't talk.
Predators,
don't
leeches,
about me.
Pete Dome, GAF. No, he's actually seeking help right now for trauma. Right now, he says it's related to both the breakup and Kanye's threats. Which in the video he did like skits and stuff. I don't understand. Pete Davidson is a comedian. He should understand that type of humor. He has crude humor. He had so many things he had to take back himself, Pete Davidson. So he should understand the humor in Kanye. He's just trying to play victim, if you ask me. Or maybe he really is offended by it. I don't know, but you shouldn't be. As a grown-ass man who's a comedian, by the way, you should be able to take a joke.
So he's not allowed to be...
sensitive?
Yeah.
As a man?
He's a Scorpio.
As a man? Not really. Not really. We get into a couple. We got a caller. That joint right here.
All right.
Take it to the streets, TV. True to fact with Smooth. What's happening with you?
Layla Gray here.
Yo, J Astro.
J Astro, what's happening with you, J Astro?
I'm gonna keep this real short and sweet because I know G's gonna dig in on this.
Pause. Go ahead, though. Carry on.
Alright, so being that I'm with borderline personality, right?
Yeah, talk as much into the phone as you can, bro.
You can't turn them up?
So what?
Talk into the phone as much as you can.
Yeah, so, like I was saying, being somebody with borderline personality, right?
Mm-hmm.
I understand what like to prey on like that. Women love to prey on somebody who feels worth it. But the first is like, ooh, I'm going to make this thing worth something. Then it comes into, oh, I want to feel like I'm worth something, so I'm going to do things that make me feel like I'm worth something. Now, I feel twice worth it because I know I was big bad, because, let's just say, I was just there for eating shit because that easy we talking about, right?
Yeah. Which I don't really want to talk about it, but I had to include it for context.
It's just fear. And that impulsiveness that you don't get too. Because I did the same thing you did. I impulsively bought some things and ran the things right there.
And how'd that work out for you, bro?
You said what?
I said, how did that impulsive engagement work out for you?
Oh, it did. It did. It's a few months late. Y'all found
Ooh, she cheated on you because she got bored. You gave her too much. You know what happens? I got a video online right now, and I describe it. It's on YouTube or my Instagram. I'm at Trev Smooth, TREV_SMOOVE, Trev Smooth. If you look me up, you will find I have a lot of quick lessons for those of us who don't have as much of an attention span, which might not be a lot of you guys, but it still has some really quick snippets. And one of them, I talked about Call of Duty, and I referred to how women play the game in recruit mode. And once you let her beat campaign mode, she's going to go right into multiplayer mode. You will bore her to death by doing everything that a woman says she wants, because what women say they want is usually not what they want. Carry on, bro.
I said we got to change the analogy to everything. Like, that's perfect. That's the place to go.
I appreciate that.
If you're one of, to the women listening, if you're one of those women, you need to get off this platform. You really do. Because if you're one of those women, come on now. You're doing nothing but feeding into our problems. That's doing nothing but making us work.
I can't even.
You make us not work.
Oh yeah, and I dig it. We appreciate you. We go ahead.
Because I know she's going to go in.
No doubt. True.
It's good hearing from you, Jay Astro. Thank you for calling. It's been a minute. We need to hop on this show together again soon.
You guys have never been here at once.
Yes, we have.
Mm-hmm.
In spirit.
Oh.
We have to get in here together.
Yeah, man. We'll all right, no doubt. We'll hear from you soon, bro. All right. Later. Yeah, so that's where we at with it. So call lines are open at 609-666-2995. So you can give us your thoughts, what you got here. I'm going to go into a couple of these comments real quick. Relationship Talk with G's podcast. He said, you ready to play devil's advocate with Smooth? That was a little earlier. You ready for that? I wasn't going to slam her today, man. I was,
First of all,
we're cooperative today.
This is why I enjoy doing this show with Smooth, because me and Smooth will go at it. I'll play devil's advocate all day, or he will. But it makes it fun, because at the end of the day, we're agreeing all the time. Like, come on. Where's the fun in that?
Yeah, she just does that just to get at me.
I do. It actually makes my life happy.
Yeah, but
to
it doesn't.
Just pester.
What y'all gotta understand is I don't ever fall off my square, man. But we gonna keep it going.
He doesn't have to fall off his square, because I don't fall off my square either.
So they said the camera did caught. No, you won't beat me. They said that the camera caught the little car joint.
Yo, when they all freaked out, it caught it, because that was wild.
GC agrees with Monique. They predators for real, and he also says, "Who can ever take Kanye blood clot threats seriously?" Exactly. Who can take his threats seriously? Kanye is not a gangster. I don't know if he ever did anything gangster in his life. I never witnessed it if he did. Has Kanye ever did anything gangster? Ever? Probably not.
He did suicides on the tour bus.
Yeah, that was suicides on the tour bus.
Private jet.
We're talking about when you run back and forth in basketball, not, that other thing. But I'm voting for Kim R. What? Type with over 304 horsepower. Not the woman, the car. Okay, I got you. That was a little wordplay. I hear you. So, yeah, I think it's pretty ludicrous to feel like you can get with a woman like that and be good. Like, it's just one of those things, man. And I'm not saying you should treat all women like this, because there are some women who are beautiful and take men seriously and will love you and cherish you, respect you, and you would feel the same way about her. But that's not the case always, right? There are some women who just really don't value men. And
at all.
This is what I will say. We're just going to go into... This is why men are hypergamous. Because the higher the economic or social status of a woman, the less they value men, right? So what she did was she pretty much priced herself out of the market. Because women are hypergamous and men are hypogamous. And what that basically means is that women are willing to date up as far as social or economic status, and men are the opposite, right? Now with that, when you try to go against the rules, it doesn't work out. As much as you might think that this is cool and this is modern day society, and no, it doesn't have to be like that, I'm okay with a 50-50. Yeah, go ahead and try it, bro. Women usually won't respect you if you aren't making at least as much as her. And even if sometimes they'll tolerate you, but that's not really what they want. And a woman will never love, admire, and respect you if she doesn't feel like she's getting the best deal that she can possibly obtain.
So what you're saying is women are business women. They're business people.
Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty much transactional. We're referring to when I say she priced herself out of the market, we're talking about the sexual marketplace, right? So you have to understand what your sexual marketplace value is. This is a real thing. As much as we don't like to treat it like it's a business, but it's one of the most simplest ways to break it down because it works. When a woman does not feel like she's getting the best possible deal, she's always yearning for the best possible deal. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean you have to be the best man in the world. You just have to be the best man that she thinks that she could end up with, or at least equal to it. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, she would get bored. She'll always look at other people, and there's always going to be something missing. So she's going to want a guy who's a certain height, a certain look, a certain economical status, and everything else. And when you get a woman who can't possibly get a man that has more money than her, because I don't think that any man that has more money with her than her would ever appreciate a woman like that. He's probably going to want a virgin or something because he's going to feel like that's what my money's worth. Seriously. Because he would have to be a multi-billionaire. He's not going to want a Kim K that everybody's had. He would want an exclusive woman who no one has had. You know what I'm saying? She may have the beauty, but it's fake. He's probably going to want natural beauty. People who don't have surgery and aren't, Mrs. Potato Head. They're going to want a real woman. Not a bionic woman. They want natural beauty. They want women who will respect men. She pumps and dumps. That's her thing. She don't care. And I'm not saying it's a problem with that, but when you try to get a permanent mate, you're going to always have a problem.
I feel like she's been married so many times, she doesn't even care anymore.
How many times did she be married? I thought it was just Kanye. Somebody else married her before?
Yeah, remember she was married to that basketball player guy? They were married for like the shortest marriage in Hollywood history. Remember that was a big deal?
Somebody please verify any of my moderators out here. Go ahead and verify.
That she was married.
Will Kim go back to Kanye? No, Kim will not go back to Kanye because she doesn't feel like he's the best deal anymore. She's had her fun with him and she's bored. She doesn't respect him anymore. Once a man has lost his respect.
Basketball player guy.
I know Chloe messed with basketball players. She married Lamar Odom. That was Chloe though.
No, Kim married the white guy basketball player.
You talking about Chris Humphries?
Yeah, they had the shortest marriage.
I didn't know they were married.
They had like that's how I knew her.
Damn, Humphries and another dude married her, according to GC,
Damon
the moderator.
Thomas.
Ooh.
Damon Thomas.
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, that's the whole thing.
She's had mad
That's the whole
husbands.
thing. See, people who get married and divorce, you already know that marriage. Here's what you got to understand about marriage and divorce rates. 50% of people who get married in the United States are going to get divorced. A divorcee, his second marriage, is 70% likely to fail. 70% likely to fail. To fail. Not 70% chance of failing. You have a 30% chance of winning in a second marriage. And it only gets worse the more times you are married. Because people already are familiar with the process and it gets worse and worse and worse. Damon Thomas is the number 3. Dang.
No, Damon Thomas was the first.
Well, no, yeah, he's saying like we didn't say the third guy. Yeah. But that's outrageous. So you got to understand that it's going to fail. So she's not the type to go back because she's always going to feel like there's another one. She's bored. She's not really.
That's what I was saying.
See her getting married, she'll get a prenup and all that. So there's nothing to really stop her from ever saying that I don't really care about marriage, because what does it really mean? It's just like, okay, that's just like going together for her. That's like boyfriend and girlfriend, because they're gonna have a prenup. Nobody's getting anybody's money. You're not gonna get her money. She ain't stupid. She's gonna sign a prenup. So it doesn't really mean anything. If you get kids out of it, that's one thing. But if you don't, who cares? Getting married means nothing to her. It's nothing, because she's already done it so many times. It's like, whatever. And if I don't like you no more, then a breakup is like what you would feel as a breakup is a divorce for her. It's not a big deal. You sign a paperwork and boom. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no long, drawn out divorce and all that. No. They got $1 million lawyers and stuff, man. They're not worried about this stuff. Yeah, just do that. This is what I want. I don't really, we're not getting anything from each other. So just sign it. Boom. Done. It's not like us where we worried about, oh, man. Man. She want the car. She want my 401k.
She want the house.
Oh, man. She want the house. She wants custody of the children.
That's so weird that you went from car to 401k.
No, because I hear these stories from men.
The car and the house.
Yo, listen.
The 401k.
Yo, they go through all of that. Well, listen, it depends on how your 401k set up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So what I'm saying is, they want your retirement and all that. They want half your retirement, man. They want your savings. Woo, baby. You know what the penalties be like? You go ahead and take that out of there like that for a homeboy. Woo. You don't want no parts of that. And this is the type of thing that men have to deal with when they're married to the wrong woman. And not to say that women don't have many issues when they're married to the wrong man. There are some women in rare cases that do make more money because they, for some reason, are hypogamous, which is very different. And they may lose money. You're a mistake. But in a nutshell, she priced herself out the market. So she's never going to run into a man that she can respect because her social status is maxed. And her economic status is maxed. She's in the top ... 1%. Like you're never, ever going to be able to match her. So she's not going to respect you. And a lot of people say it shouldn't just be about money and all, but yeah, it's social status too. She doesn't need you for anything. You can't provide. You can't even protect her. She runs around with 24/7 security. So what can you offer her? Everything is already done for her. Everything that she needs.
Celebrity dating is different.
In what aspect?
That the way they handle marriages and stuff, as you said, it's not like us. So she's not like their views of marriage and stuff.
Yeah, it's nothing. Like us. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They have different ways of perceiving those things.
Yeah, it's just like they was going together. Oh well, we broke up. It's that simple to them because it's really no big deal. Their lives are not going to be dramatically changed. Particularly for her. Kanye is going bananas because he's losing his kids. But she's a woman. Women don't lose kids. 90% of women get custody of children. So she had nothing to lose by divorcing Kanye. Nothing to lose at all. He lost his children, which is catastrophic. And he was still gaga over Kim for whatever reason. So it is what it is. He took that L. But you got to understand what you're getting into when you deal with a woman like this. That's just what it is. You're going to run into a woman like this all the time. But everybody should have paid attention to the signs. You saw what it was. Any woman who would deliberately put a sex tape of herself up, that's outrageous to me. I would never, ever want a woman who would do something like that. Because your body, in my opinion, should be sacred. Any woman that I would deal with is not for everyone to see.
Your body is a temple.
It's not for everyone to see. Not if you're going to be my wife. No one should be able to pull up pictures and video of you getting rammed by some other cat. That's just unacceptable. I don't want to see you get rammed by nobody else. I don't think the whole world should have seen your goodies, and you're gonna have to show that to your children. Explain it to your children someday that some other dude is ramming you.
Show it to your kids. Like, why would you show it to your kids? One day you're gonna have to show that to your children.
You're gonna have to explain it to them. You may not show it to them, but you're gonna have to explain it. They probably already saw it. It's on the internet forever.
What's her name?
Listen, they're gonna see. You know why? You know why they're gonna see it? Because it's the most popular video ever. It's the most popular video of that category ever. The most money made off of any single film, amateur or professional ever. Period. Just theirs. It made serious bread. Serious bread.
Yeah, unless you pull in Ivanka, I was right. She had her goodies out for the world to see, and best believe now you Google her, she's no longer that. And so was his what you call it? All the Trump's family, they had some goodies out. But you ain't finding them goodies no more. She pridefully keeps her goodies out.
Okay. Scar says it's all Kim's mother's fault.
That's what I'm saying, and I have these cards here, but you keep talking.
Oh, bro. We about to get it. We about to get it with these cards. You want to get into the cards? Let me read the rest of these, and then you're gonna get right into it.
He is 100% right. I said she has trauma because the mom. I don't think they had a choice in the matter. I think the mom set it up so they are like this. She watched way too much Dynasty.
You used to watch Dynasty? The original?
Well, I watched the old or the new one, and then because I like the new one, I watched the old one. No. I'm an old soul, people. Don't judge me.
All right, carry on. So I'm gonna read these, and then I'm gonna let you get into them cards. Jay Asher says, "Smooth. I got a question. How can a man keep a woman like Kim K? Is she capable of being a keeper in the first place?" I'm gonna give you an emphatic no. And I'm not saying it's impossible. But men are logical beings, as are many women, right? If you are a logical being, this is what you should do. What you should do is a risk assessment. Risk versus reward. What do you get with Kim K? A lot of money, but that money ain't yours. And if you are lesser than her, then she's eventually going to kick you out. And not to say that somebody with less money can't possibly ever get at her, but I really don't think so. Because you're not going to have the money and the status and everything. You could, it could be a dude that could come around and really, he would probably have to be like a really rugged dude with no soft spots at all. I'm going to tell you when. This is what I'm going to tell you. Kim K will be a keeper to some men when she's hit the wall. When she's like 60 or something like that, or 50, 60. Her wall is later because she's a celebrity and her plastic surgeons are great.
I don't know. I think she's aging. I saw it.
Yeah, but that will be when, but it'll be too late because she won't be nearly as desirable. When gravity sets in and she doesn't get the attention anymore, then she will learn that her value was based on her beauty, and she probably should have locked somebody down who would have stayed with her and cared for her. But it's going to be too late. Because she's not going to care. Because Kanye would have dealt with her in old age and they would have grown together and all of that. But you can't meet somebody at that age and expect them to want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. It's not practical. That's not how it go. Because especially somebody of that status, she's going to want a younger woman. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. So that's where I'm at with that, Jay Astro. Scar says, all you can give Kim is a big... What? Oh, damn. Oh, a big schlong. All you can give Kim K is a big schlong. Nothing else. Everything else is secondary. Well, absolutely. Scar, you get that. Scar, you get an ultra combo for that.
She was looking for a large schlong.
Check it out.
Because
I'm going to take the number off for just a second while she does the cards.
Nothing
and
normal.
Then I'm going to put the thing right back up.
I don't think anything that would be considered average.
Feel free to vote. I'm going to let her get into her cards real quick. She wants to do a little something. Go ahead and do what it do.
Okay. So, as I mentioned before when I was playing devil's advocate, I said I think we could talk about Kim K being a predator and all of this stuff, which she is. And, but we do have to address the fact that she... is attracting these people that are broken and messed up for a reason. And my reason is I think she's broken and messed up and she has issues. I think it stems from her mother, and that's what it is. You know, I think she has, and if we even look at like Psychology 101, take away the celebrity crap. A lot of women that are very vain when it comes down to their beauty are highly insecure people. You know what I mean? Like, highly insecure. So once she does lose that beauty, as you said, Smooth, it is going to become, you know, one of those wake-up call moments. So I pulled a few cards, and while I was shuffling, they all floofed up because, you know, it's the Kardashians. And I wanted to see...
Oh, what, are you not supposed to run cards on the Kardashians?
I don't know. They just floofed up, so I assume not.
What does that mean in your...
It's just opposition. It's like, no. Like, we don't want you to shuffle on this. The way they... I wish you could run it back, because the way they went up, it wasn't like they just, in my hand. They jumped up and went over. Like, it was crazy. Women were like, whoo! You know, it was crazy.
All right, well, let's see what happens.
So, people... So I'm using playing cards today, so it's not as straightforward as Tarot, but I'm going to walk you through these, right? My question was, is Kim K's mother the reason that this woman has some type of trauma? Does she have trauma because of her mother, and that's why she is the way she is, right? And to start off, we got the Two of Cups, which is, or the Two of Hearts in playing cards, which is like relationships. It's all about partnerships and relationships, which this is what we're talking about today. Her partnerships and relationships. Then following that, we have the Eight of Hearts, the Eight of Cups, which is all about hopelessness, walking away. This could be a card of depression as well. And it's just very much walking away from everything you built up on. So this right here, this combination right here shows me that this woman has some relationship issues. She doesn't stay for long. Yes, you could say because she's a 304, but I do think it has to do with her mother and this trauma, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. It's almost like she's afraid of, what's the word I'm looking for? Spirit, what are you trying to tell me? She's afraid of, not commitment per se, but yeah, she might have some commitment issues here. And then the reason I said that this woman does have trauma in these cards, Three of Swords, Ace of Swords, you see they're very dark. Yes, they're black. The Three of Swords is like my card of heartbreak, very much like your trauma card. And the Ace of Swords is all about the things that it could be cutthroat, it could be sharp words, it could be clarity. But for the most part, next to the Three of Swords, this looks like some type of a sharp cut in a dynamic. And following that, I have the Ten of Cups, which is about home and family. So if you think of the dynamic that Kim came up in, like I think her dad, like whatever, turned into a chick, and then there was the other guy. What was
Bruce
it?
Jenner turned to Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, all this type of craziness. She doesn't like though. If you look at the
Mr.
Kardashians,
Weezy,
there is no actual stability. There was no stability. Her stability was in front of a camera all the time. Like she wasn't. I don't think she was really allowed to be a human in any way, shape, or form, and that's why we look at her as such a savage. How can you make actual connections with people when realistically you don't even have the foundation at your home? I think her mother put in her head that, you know, you just gotta cut and go. I feel like her mother might be the reason some of these breakups she has done actually occurred. I think her mom has more influence than we think. Home, family. The home and family is in between. Like between the home and family is this trauma, and on the other side is the relationships, right? So my answer to that question is yes, I think the mother's involved. I'm going to see if there's a queen in the middle. Ten of Swords. So this is about rock bottom. This is about not having, it's about endings, you know? And that's kind of what it is. I think she might low-key have a depression issue, y'all. Low-key. We might find out in a few years that Kim Kardashian actually does suffer from some type of trauma. But I do think it involves home and family. Now, I do want to ask, because I think Scar asked.
Scar, I'll give you his last comment. He said, Kim's mom groomed her daughters to attack rich men by flaunting a big button smile.
Exactly.
These types of relationships are highly susceptible, right? Oh, I'm sorry, superficial, and are unsustainable.
Exactly.
So they are always looking for love. And if you look at
the mom, it's okay. Exactly.
And the answer says she afraid of losing clout. Well, yeah, she's a socialite. Yeah, that's literally her bread and butter.
Yeah, she's a socialite. So yeah, she's afraid of that. But I think also her issues with her mom is also the reason outside of like, yeah, as Scar said, like it's very clear. I think her mom has some influence in cutting off some of these people that she gets close to. Like, you're getting too comfortable, you're going to lose your status, blase, blase. I think she got that fear instilled in her. So she's kind of like a robot. I don't think she's ever had a chance to feel actual emotions. And what I am going to ask is if she actually ever is going to settle down with someone and be normal, or is she going to continue to just be who she is, which is Kim K, you know, trying to jumpstart her cooter. Anyway, let's see. I'm going to give it 2 more shuffles. So I'm just going to ask straight up so that it's clear to everyone. Red for yes, she's going to find someone that's going to commit and she's actually going to settle. And black for no. That sounds fair? Mm-hmm. Okay. 1. Card that jumped out. Black. 9 of Swords. That's a card of anxiety. Nightmares. This is a card. I didn't ask for it, but let's see. Another black card just dropped in my hand. King of Wands. This could be a guy, but very much someone that doesn't commit. That's like more sexual energy, which that's what she's being used for, I guess.
You got some cards seriously jumping out over there.
4 of Cups. That's a card of boredom and stagnant, not taking any offers. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? I'm not even asking for this. I want to lay them out. It's all about money. 10 of Pentacles. Fuck it. One more card. This is telling a story. 6 of Pentacles. Other people's money. The give and take. All right, Spirit. Just 3 cards. Red and black.
Catch a Funder says she doesn't know anything different. Black.
All right.
140 chart.
Last shuffle. All right, we're going to ask 3 cards red or 3 cards black.
Smash that button. Yes, people. Please do. Please do.
So 3 cards red
share,
for
subscribe.
Yes, she's going to find somebody. And 3 cards black for no, she's not going to find somebody. If it's 2 cards black, we're going to take it as a no. And if it's 2 cards red, we'll take it as a yes. So first card out, we got the Page of Cups, which is the Jack of Hearts. So I would say that this is a positive card for emotions. Following it, we got Conflict, the 5 of Wands, or the 5 of Clubs. And then we got the Ace of Swords. 2 black. I don't think she's settling. Fuck it. 3 black. Bottom of the deck. Black. So no, Kim K is not going to find somebody that is going to want to settle with her. Ever. Yeah.
Yikes. Let's throw the phone number up again.
Ever.
and feel free to vote, guys. Go ahead and vote if you want. We got the Civic Type R. And then we have the Dodge Charger on the opposite side. The Civic Type R won last week, but it looks like he's about to get out of here unless we get some serious votes for him. He is in trouble, the Civic Type R. But in the meantime, between time, go ahead and drop that vote for that, whichever one you like. And please do. Please do.
Like it. Make sure you share it. Make sure you love it.
Yes. Like, share, and subscribe. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Just drop this in your, hit the little arrow and then dump it on a couple folks, man. Let them open up the video, see what's up.
And people, if you want to get a reading by me, or if you guys want to follow me on my channel, Midnight Haven Tarot, my information will be somewhere in this, somewhere. I'm going to drop it somewhere at some point. But if you guys want to read it,
if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop in the comments. Midnight Haven Tarot. I do live check-ins.
Another
on
vote
my
for the
YouTube.
Dodge. It's over, Civic.
Yeah, Civic's out here. And if you guys want a personal reading for your situation specifically, I would be happy to book you. Just all my information I will put in the comments. But if y'all have more questions about Kim K or this situation with her love life or any of this stuff, call up.
Oh yeah, we would. We can
ask some
we can throw the questions and everything else. And if you have an opinion or if you ever had a story with a woman you've ever had that was 304 like, and you may have fell victim to it. And there are some men who behave like this too. This is pretty much a pump and dump situation. They get whatever they can from the individual.
I think you just
and
like
then
saying
discard
pump or
them.
dump.
No
pump. And dump. Pump
I mean,
I think you just like saying pump and dump.
It's the cleanest way of me to articulate it without,
Pump and dump.
Yeah. for YouTube. You know how that go. That's the only way to do it. So I do want to know about that because, you know, this guy is obviously suffering. And for those who may have missed it, right now, Pete Davidson is receiving treatment for trauma right after this breakup. He does blame some of it on Kanye's threats, but, you know, there's no doubt in my mind, and more than likely no doubt of any of your minds, that this breakup absolutely triggered this treatment for his trauma. And it pretty much goes back to what we were saying in the first place, that this is why he's ending up in situations like this, is because of this severe trauma that he's dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So he'll be able to fall victim to this type of thing.
I feel like it is more severe with him because he already has prior issues that he's working through.
Oh yeah.
So you know what I mean? It's like not only is your chick dumping you, you got this dude. I think it's just like a sensory overload. It's just too much going on. Like,
does anybody feel like
crazy.
Does anybody feel like this could be a situation where he's going after or at least accepting these top tier stars because of his self-worth? Because most people would understand that, you know, these types of women are very difficult to deal with sometimes, right? So do you feel like it's his lack of self-worth that's encouraging him or motivating him to get into these type of relationships that he knows have the potential for serious toxicity?
I feel like he was just getting played. I think he just wants somebody to care. I think that's just all it comes down to. I think he just wants somebody to care.
All right. So Luna says, did she try to pursue Van Jones? Because I feel like she tried that and he was not into it. I definitely get the feeling that Pete Davidson was not the first one she tried to get with after Kanye. Very possible. That's very possible. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? She's gonna do a little bit of research. Moderators, feel free to, if you have any information on that. I have no problem speculating, but I will absolutely let you know that it's just speculation, nothing more, nothing less. But that's definitely a thing. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. I got to give you a Hacksaw Jim Duggan for that. I like that one. Cause she might have pursued plenty of men, right? She could have pursued a bunch of men, but he might have been the only one that bit. That might not have been her first choice. We just didn't hear about it. That could be a whole thing.
I'm asking red for yes, black for no, if she tried to pursue Van Jones first, or in any way, shape, or form. Because I'm like looking, as I said, y'all, I don't follow media like that. I do my research for these shows, and that's it. So when y'all see me glance at my phone, it's because I'm like educating myself briefly. Okay? So don't judge me. I didn't even know who the hell Van Jones was.
You're going to start bringing
me,
your PC like I do. And
so I'm just like looking like, Van Jones, who's that? Oh, I seen that face before. Okay. But it says that they confirmed the rumors were false, but that doesn't mean that they're telling us. So I'm going to find out.
We got the answer coming for you.
I'm going to find out through spirit.
And again and again and again, please do like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Definitely share this. Definitely like this. Please do. It helps way more than you might imagine.
Okay.
And just for kicks, I'm only going to keep this up for a minute, but go ahead. If you are compelled, there you go. The Cash App is right there. CTFWS. We start at $1. So it doesn't really matter. Whatever you feel compelled to give and whatever you can.
Whatever you want to.
Go ahead and do it. We started at $1.
We still appreciate that.
Chew the fat with smooth. That's pretty much it. So CTFWS. There we go.
All right. I asked black for no, red for yes if she tried to pursue Van Jones.
Let me find out.
Red, we got a 5 of cups, red. This is about being disappointed. This is disappointment. So if she pursued him, this red is not only a yes, but this is a disappointed yes. Then, We got a second red. 8 of Cups. I told you already. The 8 of Hearts. This is about being hopeless. This could be depression, walking away from something that you put energy into. These both look like a yes with a rejection. Bro.
Okay. The moderator said it looks like the Van Jones thing is a rumor.
3. Yeah, according to the tabloids. That's what I was saying. If you look, they confirmed it was a no. But we got 3 yeses. She tried to pursue him. No, I don't think he took it though, because this is him. He's coming up as a King of Pentacles. That's somebody who's good with money, understands money, someone that the King of Pentacles is the type of guy that sets up home. You are a King of Pentacles because you're a Virgo. He is the guy that is about setting up home. And he wouldn't want a Kim Kardashian. He's more about his stability and his what's real.
Yeah.
So it looks like she just for the record, now we got 4 reds. This is a strong yes. Spirit and the Ace of Wands. So that's like that sexual energy. It's a yes, she tried to pursue him, but I don't think it worked. 5 of Swords, bottom of the deck, defeat.
And this is the Van Jones?
Yes.
Also, it looks like she tried to get at him.
She tried it, but he rejected her.
She tried it,
but he rejected her.
Oh no! So he did not. Oh no! That's too bad. That's too bad. Sorry, Kim K. You can't get them all.
That's crazy.
It is what it is.
Nah, he's about something different. He has a different type of standard.
Yeah, that is completely different. So I don't know, man. If you were to ask me, I would tell people to stand clear of Kim K. Particularly now, you don't want to be a rebound. And like I said, this is what Ariana Grande described him as.
Or something? Because after a certain point of time, people are going to start reject. She could have been rejected, as she said. She could have been rejected mad times that we don't know about, and that's why she's starting possible. She's becoming a bottom feeder.
Ooh.
She's becoming a bottom feeder. I'm not saying that Pete Davidson is the bottom, but he's weak. She tried to go after what's weak.
Yeah, that could.
It's like that lady from Rapunzel where she would do the thing with the hair and steal her energy to make herself youthful and shit. And then after a certain point in time, Rapunzel was like, "No, I'm a Disney buff. Y'all know what I'm talking about." Rapunzel said no after a certain point in time, and that lady turned into ashes. That's what's gonna happen. This Kim K is gonna end up losing her luster.
Yeah, so what I was gonna say,
her luster.
You don't want to be a reboundee. Like when man or woman, if somebody's just coming out of a relationship, you don't want to do that. Pete Davidson and Ariana Grande were they were both rebounding because she had Mac Miller. I don't remember the chick that Pete Davidson had at the time, but he was weeks out of it and then got right into Ariana Grande, which there could have been an overlap. We don't know. We can only speculate, but whatever. And then with weeks in, he falls fast and falls hard. He tried to marry her. And, shortly after, guess what?
What?
She dumped him.
Oh.
So, I mean, don't be somebody's if you're going to be somebody's rebounder, right? If you really, really dig in this particular person, just understand for what it is. It's not going to be very much. Don't plan for long term. It's going to be fun. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. I understand.
Fun.
Fun. That's what this is going to be. Period. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. Listen, get it off. But do not, under any circumstances, try to make this a permanent thing because it has a propensity
I feel
to
like
fail.
That's kind of a difficult...
Rebound relationships, they fail.
I agree. But I feel like that's difficult, Smooth, because from a psychological standpoint, a lot of people that are rebounding and accepting being rebounded on, some people when they're rebounding, they know it. A lot of people, though, when they accept this rebound energy, they think it's something real. They don't realize this person's rebounding. You know what I mean? So it's very difficult to
But when you're a celebrity, you have the advantage, right? Everybody
wrong.
knew the timeline of their relationships because it's all over social media. So they absolutely could have avoided this. Both of them could have avoided this situation easily because they knew what the timeline was. You should give yourself just a little bit of time, right? And like I said, if you kind of got to, do what it do, if you're getting in there just because you're missing certain things.
Did we confirm the reason asked for the divorce was because Kanye wanted to go for president?
No, that's not it.
She
said he had he was going ham. He put things out about her publicly, and then talked about her mother publicly, and it was just one of his ridiculous rants that he does, and it sounded horrible, and it was pretty much something that you just can't go back to at that point. It was to the point of no return from what he said publicly. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they had a tiff or something. He did that publicly. So, these people are socialites. They understand how important image is to them, and they don't want to look like no sucker to nobody. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going for that. And that was probably the primary reason. If they weren't socialites, they probably could have, kissed and made up. But at that point, she's like, and in her defense, he was really, really having, lots of meltdowns. He had problems with just psychologically, and it was bad. He was doing a lot.
But she knew that getting into it with him wasn't like he was diagnosed with.
Yeah, but she probably thought she could save him. You know how sometimes we think you can save him? You never try to dust nobody off before and save him? You never got with somebody who was at least semi-toxic, or you're like, ooh, that's kind of weird. But you were intrigued by it, and you're like, I wonder what I could do. That's kind of
weird, but I'm intrigued by it.
Yes or no?
What's wrong with you?
Yes or no?
What's wrong
yes or no? Are we can talk about it now.
Like someone that's just weird?
No, just has like some issues that like right off the rip, like they might have something with them. Like, okay, that's not normal, but
right.
I think I could help him out with that. You never thought so? You never thought you could dust them off and clean them up, restore them?
For the longest too.
I don't know.
I feel like he constantly was on her.
You really dancing right now. We asked pretty much a direct question here, and now it seems like you're trying to
Have I ever tried to dust someone off? Maybe not as far as relationships go, but definitely friendships. I've definitely done that.
So wait. So what you're saying? Hold on just a second, here, buddy. What you're saying is that you've never taken on a man in your life that you felt like had some type of a mental issue or something that was just with them that was off, and felt like you could fix it. Ever?
No, I've never gotten into a relationship.
We could work on that.
To fix a guy.
Not get on them to fix a guy, but seen a red flag that you knew was bad.
I've been in relationships with people where it was like, okay, like I don't know if it red flags. It depends because everyone has a flag. I've never met a single person that hasn't shown me their own personal red flag, no matter what it is. But relationships, nah, I've never been with someone like, oh, I could save him. No. I'm sorry, I'm a Capricorn. I'm not saving you.
That was a lie.
What?
Go ahead. I'm listening. I understand.
True. Anyone knows anything about Capricorns, we can be kind of cold and heartless. As soon as you start doing weird shit, we're not down with it. We don't like weird stuff. We do put ourselves, and I personally do put myself in other people's shoes to try to understand the way they're doing things. And why
the lie detector test determined that was a lie.
But I would never sit here and be like, oh, let me save you, let me fix you and help you. I've tried to help friends though. I've definitely had friends in the past.
But we're not talking about friends. We're talking about romantic relationships. That's all these guys care about.
I'm picky when it comes down to my romantic relationships. I've never sat there and been in if I get in a relationship.
All right, so you've never been in a relationship with somebody who had a mental issue?
Be with them.
All right, we're gonna break this down. We're gonna break this all the way down. Have you ever been in a relationship?
I've definitely been in a relationship with someone that had a mental issue. But
like what kind of a mental issue?
I don't know, like whatever I think they have. So like, I look at people and kind of figure it out. Like, whether they
was it before you got into a relationship or after? Was it something that you were able to pick up on? You never were able to pick up on it right away?
I say I have the Jekyll and Hyde syndrome because there'd be definitely Dr. freaking Jekyll and turn into Mr. Hyde. They are never like that. And when you first go into it, they're not what you think. Like, no. They show the crazy once you're locked in. At least for me. I've had that multiple times where I'm like, and then.
So you weren't able to discern these types of.
Yeah, because it wasn't like they were doing anything weird. But at the same time, a lot of those relationships occurred when I was a lot younger.
I'm going to tell you what.
Like, I've been engaged 2 times. And I've been in relationships since I was 16. So my first relationships and experiences with the most toxic people were like when I was still in my teens, like prior to being even 21, 22.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
So I can't say I saw the red flags or not because I was too young. I was a little naive.
I'll say this. I absolutely have made that mistake several times, and most of us gentlemen understand that women who have mental issues, sometimes, depending on what the mental issue is, depending on what it is,
right?
Just to keep it G, you already know. You know what I'm talking about, and sometimes you feel like it's worth fixing. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, and especially in your young days when you didn't have that much experience with women, and you're like, oh man, this is outrageous. But man, oh man, let me tell you about that thing, man. That thing she got, boy. That thing she got, boy. Listen. So you'll stay, and you'll feel like you can fix it. You'll try to dust them off. You try to restore the paint. Put some new cloth on the interior. Give it an oil change. Engine swap if necessary.
Not to cut you off, I feel like men do that more often than females. I definitely know mad women. I definitely understand it too, that we love, we care, so we try to make it work despite whatever. But I feel as though men, and we've had this talk before, I feel like men are the ones that, men don't leave, women tend to leave. Like, not to say men don't break up with women.
70% of marriages. 70% of marriages.
Men will try to thug it out. Men will try to thug it out. Like, okay.
70% of marriages are ended by women, and if you are a college-educated woman, 90% of those marriages are terminated by the woman. These are facts.
Yeah, that's what I was
saying.
Carry on. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So I feel like, that's more so from a, man's standpoint or whatever. I wonder how many men felt like they could save me.
Don't save her. She don't want to be sick. Relationship talk with Jesus. I was in a relationship with someone. What? Okay, I was in a relationship with someone briefly who had mental trauma. It only lasted 4 months, if that. I tried everything in my absolute power to make it work, but she could not be saved. This is what I be talking about, man. Yeah, 4 months you escaped. That's still a little lengthy, and that 4 months probably seemed like years. Might have seemed like 4 years, but you were able to escape. And at some point you got to learn, like, this ain't it. This ain't it.
What is it that you tell me, Smooth? At some point in time,
self-preservation.
Yes, has to kick in.
Yes.
I've heard this term come from him multiple times, and I was like, right. At some time, self-preservation has to kick in.
Absolutely.
Right. Multiple situations in life. That doesn't even have to be just love and relationships. At multiple, if you're giving somebody your 80 and they're giving you their 20, stop giving them your 80.
Here's another one. Here's an interesting thought. Saluna says Kanye losing Jay friendship was the beginning of the end of everything. Some friendships are so crucial. That's actually not a bad one right there.
That's true. I feel like Jay had a lot of positive influence on Kanye.
I'm going to move this.
And I don't think Jay even has beef with Kanye like that. I think he just...
No, they're over it. They're over it. Remember, right now, they got to be at least cool. Remember, he was on the Donda album. He was on the Donda album, so they're at least cordial. They're probably never going to be bosom buddies again, but they were at least...
Why did they have a fallout?
They said some things, man. Sometimes when you're in a business relationship with someone, it's very difficult to get along, for real, because you don't have the same ideas. Kanye, if you were to ask me, I'd say his alter ego personified, and he just became a different type of person altogether.
He went Joker. The original concept of Joker. How
Civic
one
type
bad day could just...
you won last week. He's obviously in the championship circle. The challenger, which is the Charger.
Can I do it?
Really, really. Well, I don't even know. Let's see if it clicks.
It does.
It does? You tested it already?
No, I feel it.
Here.
I know.
Here. Do your worst.
Is it a clicky?
I'll tell you when. You'll be cute.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Do it all the way. One more.
Wait, let me get a little more. That's what we need here.
That sounded like an American car.
Goodbye.
Sorry, guys. He is out of here, bro. Yeah. So next time we'll see. The Charger wins, man. I got a nice challenge.
It is beautiful, though.
No pun intended. But yeah, the Civic Type R was dope. It's had a nice run of 1 week, unfortunately. No, did it win 2? No, maybe 1. Yeah, I think it was just 1. Did I? Yeah, I think I bought them last week. I don't know. I can't even keep up. I probably got a couple hundred cars on.
You know what I like about this one?
We do have a call.
Hey, ding, ding.
Shoot a fat with Smooth. You're talking to Smooth himself and Layla Gray up in this piece too. What up? What we got? Try to go a little closer to your phone if you could. Go ahead. Much better.
Okay, I have to agree with what Saluna said 1,010%. Do you agree with the notion that you can make it in life without the family? And I'm talking about your immediate thing, like your wife, kids. I'm talking about the thing that you grew up in.
100%.
You cannot make it without friends. You need people in your life, man.
100%.
So what are you saying? Some of the drawbacks to not having your friends and trying to make it without your friends. What are you saying? Some of the drawbacks would be.
Well, one thing is a man. You want to have a circle of individuals that have the same likes and mindsets of you. You need those individuals to keep around you. You need to be usable to them. They need to be usable to you. Without those kind of people around, you don't have somebody around that has the light of what you're trying to pursue. You don't have somebody that can provide you wisdom and resources outside of you. Because you can only walk in a selfish manner if you don't have other people around that can influence you to be better and to be as successful as possible.
I agree with that.
By yourself, but you could be more successful when you have a team of influencers that is on your squad, not in your team brand, but has the same successful mindset. Somebody that can check.
I agree with that, honestly, 110%. Especially in my own personal experiences, I definitely could agree. It's one thing not to have family, but sometimes your family isn't blood by blood. So I feel as though you're very right. And thinking about it, who does Kanye really have at this point in time in his life?
Well, he is good with Jay-Z again. So Saluna says, I actually did not know that Jay-Z was on the Donda album, and it actually makes me really happy for him. Yeah, it's the song that they made together is called Jail. It's actually a good song. I like it. It was dope. He made a remix too. Yeah, that joint is dope.
But yeah, no, I think that's very true, especially because humans are social creatures. Literally social creatures. It's the way we function and act without socialization, without having people we could open up and be comfortable, and gives us that bit of nurture at any point in time in our life. It will drive someone crazy. So
this is absolutely right.
Very valid.
I'm going to say this.
You could be a high person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? But if you don't have somebody that can leverage that, even Kevin Steen said this himself. Kevin Steen knows that he's all the time. There was nobody that could check him and stuff like that. But he had that one male friend, he said this, that when his friend spoke, he shut up and listened.
Yeah. The people around you keep you grounded.
110%.
The people around you keep you grounded. Friends are very important.
Friendship is magic, y'all. Hashtag My Little Pony.
So it's extremely important to have. Yeah, absolutely. They regulate you, humble you, ground you, keep you in check, and support you. Most importantly, so you absolutely need a support system because you can't do everything by yourself. No matter what it is you do, you're going to need someone else to help you. Period. That's just how it goes.
That's 110%.
Period.
That's 110%.
So that's important. All right, bro. I'm gonna let you close out.
That's it, man. That's all I had to. Oh, and last thing, I wanted to talk about a couple minutes about my experience with the person that I dated.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So, these are some of the things that she did. You know, when she would get angry, you know, she would have the tendency to have let's go to the deli and get those shots. She would get a couple shots in, and then she would start getting reckless. She would start getting reckless verbally, and then she would start getting reckless physically to the point where I would have to restrain.
Wow.
And this all rounded off on the trauma that she had from her family and mother. I can't go into details, but it started from her family, you know, and things that she had that weren't unanswered. Questions that were unanswered, traumas that had not been addressed.
Understood.
So I tried everything I could to make her work. I tried to give her as much love as she could. She was falling. Let's not make that clear. But it doesn't mean that she's a nice person. But it doesn't mean that because she did not have all the things answered within herself. You see what I'm saying? It made it very hard for her to be able to be with somebody.
Gotcha.
And I'm very patient. I'm a very patient person. Like, I would try to make it. At that time, I was trying to make it work down to the point where I would be stressing out, calling my best friend, asking her like, "Yo, am I doing something wrong?" Like I would be questioning myself.
No, that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, man. You definitely made a lot of good points, man. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. We appreciate it, man.
All right, man.
And we'll hear from you soon. All right. Later.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's definitely some valid points. What stuck with me pretty much is the fact that he said, you know, you need your friends around you pretty much to keep you grounded, to regulate you. You know what I mean? Of course, I would say support as well because that's what you really need from friends. Really, it helps a lot. Yeah. If you have a good support system, you need some solid people around you to function the way that you would like to function.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So we are good with that. It is just about time for us to be out of here. I'll give if someone else wants to call, and because you didn't get a chance to give us your piece, that's okay. But otherwise, we are going to get out of here. I want you to let me know what else you got. I'll let you close it with your thoughts real quick.
I was just gonna throw this information in the comments, but anyway, I guess basically what I'm closing this with, y'all, is at the end of the day, you know, just be vigilant. Make sure you guys are careful with the people that you lay with, that you open yourselves up to. Because one thing I've learned in life and what I've realized a lot and from speaking to clients and everything else is that when you allow yourself to be vulnerable to the wrong person, it can be devastating. So stay woke, people. Stay aware. Like, pay attention to the energy that you're exchanging with and make good choices.
Yeah. So to sum it all up, just be wary of the type of people that you surround yourself with. Definitely who you get into a relationship with. It's extremely important that you pay attention to the signs. That's why we pretty much talk about this. We talk about mental health, relationships, and how they correlate and what they can do to devastate a relationship in many cases. That's just how it goes. Mm-hmm. So that's what we got. And until next time, stay hungry, my friends. Never.